presentation of the National Football League.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to the former Titan Pro Bowler, A.J. Brown. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. First and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10.
Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Here's Hurts to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Pass hauled in by Johnston. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 22-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
To throw, here's Ward. And it's a Titans touchdown from 3 yards out. And the Titans are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a Tennessee score. And takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 73 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A good-looking return set up here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. 19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So that does it for the first quarter of Super Bowl 62. Back in a moment. 7-all is the score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we are ready to return to Super Bowl 62 action. Start of the second quarter. Here we go.
Ready.
Ward. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 6 yards away. And the Titans have taken the lead. The try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we are ready to return to Super Bowl 62 action. Start of the second quarter. Here we go. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we are ready to return to Super Bowl 62 action. Start of the second quarter. Here we go. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Patterson again. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Here's Ward. That is caught. And he will have the Titans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Kevontae Turpin, 27 yards. And the Titans have moved out in front. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or we cool to do it here in football, Tony?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Russell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And incomplete on the deep ball. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go now. Cowboys. Warriors 70.
Throwing is Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Hurts fumbles it. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And maybe some indecision there on what looked to be an RPO. He wound up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to him and knock it free and make it a turnover.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinals.
Now Ward. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
He's put up.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. First down, here's Mitchell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mitchell is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we are ready to return to Super Bowl 62 action. Start of the 2nd quarter. Here we go. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense is going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Motion left, Smith. From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 27, Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. To Barkley on the check down. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ward. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Ward now working out of the gun. This ball caught by McIntosh. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 46-yard line.
To throw is Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So halftime now here on Sunday night prime time. Let's get it to Scott Hanson. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on, so plenty can still happen.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Operating from the gun. Ward. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Patterson. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot depended on the stop there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown in the Super Bowl. And the Titans will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Eagles 14.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Oh, heck of a move. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They go play action with Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So the completion gets him just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. They're just looking good on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. Second down and 4.
Tag. 60 Eagles. Go.
Running left, here's Mitchell. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 55 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6.
Dragon 60.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Kevontae Turpin, his 2nd touchdown in this Super Bowl. And the Titans are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. to 28.
Makes the score.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. We'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd down.
It's been a fun one through 3. It always is. The final quarter of Super Bowl 62 is coming your way next. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to finish off the big one, the Super Bowl 62, as we get you set for the 4th and final quarter. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to finish off the big one, the Super Bowl 62, as we get you set for the 4th and final quarter. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 67 yards. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who can get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They go play action with Ward. Steps away to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Here's Hurts to throw. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Eagles first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hurts. And he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
Number 84. A gain of 3. Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now 2nd and 9.
At the 43-yard line.
To throw, here's Ward. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a nice spin into some open field. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Over the middle, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Ward drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Bates' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
Back to throw again. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
That's another.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
On the scramble. Devondre Sweat on the stop.
Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Back to finish off the big one, the Super Bowl 62, as we get you set for the 4th and final quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the Lions team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Cowboy 80.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Johnston on the quick slant. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
70 Ranger. Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, here's Ward. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnston. And he is going to have a Titans first down, and that should just about do it. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Bronco 80.
Throwing is Ward. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Titans are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Now the try here for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. Back to finish off the big one, the Super Bowl 62, as we get you set for the 4th and final quarter. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Tennessee Titans are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell going to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Tennessee Titans, the champions of Super Bowl 62. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.